Magic Aura is a second level spell for Wizards and Arcana Domain Clerics and lasts for 24 hours. I'm John, a Forever DM and adventure writer at dumbestdnd.com, and after releasing our last video on Arcanists Magic Aura, link in the description, you all requested that I go through the uses regardless. So I'm going to do that, but first let's lay out a few ground rules. While this illusion spell could be a bit too tricky or misleading for a group of new players, DMs can also use it as revenge against a party who insist on using detect magic on everything. One false read and they'll never trust it again. That said, DMs tread lightly with this spell. It is not only for you, so don't metagame if someone in the party uses it. Following uses will be split into strict and loose interpretations. Strict is rules as written and rules as intended, which focuses on Magic Aura being helpful past standard detection and divination spells, while loose is taking some big liberties with what detection means and broadening the scope way out. Alright, on to the uses. Prank your grandchildren by leaving a magical coin to them in your will. In reality, you've just left a standard coin, but cast false aura on it for 30 days prior to your demise and they'll never know. If you're settling down in a town or have a fast forward in your campaign, start a side hustle as a wizard, handing out masks to any creature that may want to change their aura appearance for 24 hours. You can even charge extra if you're going to do it for 30 days straight to make it permanent. As a DM, give the players a harmless item, a totally not cursed coin, or just a normal sword. In this case, a DM has the benefit of adding the permanence already, so the item will keep its true aura hidden unless the party identifies or dispels the item. Declare yourself or one of your party as the rightful heir to a Fey throne by using Mask to change your creature type and fool all those who might oppose you. As a DM, bury a plot point or a big reveal with Magic Aura. The party will definitely know to explore it further, right? Pull a Gandalf and make your magic staff appear just as a standard non-magical stick so it doesn't get confiscated. Got him. Gaslight a town into thinking a party member is their god in avatar form by using Mask to make them appear as a celestial. Leverage that fake divinity to collect tithes and offering owed either through coin or by blood. It's not unreasonable that a town very wary of magic ne'er-do-wells might have a caster at the gates checking the packs of those who enter, like some sort of medieval TSA. With false aura, you can get past those pesky guard dogs, no problem. As a DM, have an NPC reveal that the magic staff that brought the party closer together wasn't actually magic after all. The real magic was friendship. Make a paladin nervous by using Mask to have an NPC appear as a celestial, fiend, or undead. Magic Aura is all about paranoia. At Forgotten Realms Antiques Roadshow, bump the price of a generally worthless item with false aura by giving it a magical aura of some sort. What aura will depend on the purchaser and their proclivities. Similar if you're retrieving a magical ancient artifact on a heist mission but really don't want to give it back to your employer, create a fake one, give it the same aura through false aura, and keep that bad boy for yourself. Just don't get too Gollum-y about it. A wight might use Mask to appear not undead, so the paladin that's getting a reputation for smiting all the undead will think twice before glaving him into oblivion. Big bad evil guy looking for Harry Potter Chosen One in your party? False aura up to appear non-magical and hide that lightning scar behind some hair. Double up by giving a false aura to some rando in town to appear magical and tipping the big bad off to that individual. It's all for the greater good. Infiltrating a UNT camp, but you know they've got the alarm spell set up for non-UNT? Mask can help you wander right in and confuse the snaky boys. If you claim to be one of their kind and give a faulty backstory, who are they to say you're not? Set up a glyph of warding that triggers on a specific creature type, slap your enemy and cast Mask to that specific creature type, shove your foe into the area of the glyph of warding, and watch them crumple under the 5d8 damage it deals. Change up the alignment of you and your party to hide away from the law. Who was? The lawfully good group that could do no wrong? Why no, officer, I don't know who could have burned down that chicken farm. Now we dip into the loose interpretations of Magic Aura, so rules lawyers and purists, look away or plug your ears. Remember, if the creature takes on a different creature type for the duration, they are susceptible to new issues specific to that type. So while it could be a pro, it could also be a con. This interpretation expands the verbiage, "You change the way the target appears to spells and magical effects that detect creature types," and what detect means. Where I will draw a hard line here is you cannot change a creature's aura to be an object and vice versa. So you couldn't make a door a fey and then planar bind the door to yourself. I see you rules purists cracking your knuckles with hands on keyboard, but let's dive in anyway. One of the best ways to loosely use this spell is in combo with Misty Step, Far Step, or any bonus action spell that gets you away from an enemy without provoking an opportunity attack. Run up, touch them to mask and change their creature type, then bonus action away, and let the other casters in your party light the creature type up. Remember, the range is touch, and the creature must be willing, so if used combatively, you'll need to creatively figure out how those two things will happen. Have a familiar you want to make smarter? Great news. Change their creature type to beast, do so for 30 days, use Awaken to bump that int up to 10, then after 30 days, they'll decide whether they want to stick around or not. Always wanted to use Dwarven Thrower or Belt of Dwarven Kind? Simply mask up as a dwarf, attune to the item, and enjoy your +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls, or beef up that Constitution and Persuasion. Got a caster that gets a little too holdy with you in combat? Touch yourself to mask as an elemental and never worry about hold person being a problem again. Use mask on a friendly NPC to creature type of beast, touch them again to use beast sense, then have them sprint into an enemy encampment so you can see what's going on at the cost of 2 second level spells, instead of you getting beat up yourself. Don't worry, Thrombopulus, the party will 100% revive you if things go poorly. Have your cleric drop Hallow while you touch a tough celestial, use Misty Step to get back into the hollow ground, and then range attack it. Protect yourself from incoming spells by changing your creature type to Dragon, Giant, or Monstrosity, as most creature detection type spells cannot target those 3 types. Have something you'd like to reanimate with Necromancy? Just change that type from Monstrosity to Humanoid, and suddenly you've got a zombie mimic to pal around with. Change a Fey, Fiend, or Celestial to a Humanoid or Beast with Mask, and cast Simulacrum to create a duplicate. Deep sigh here, but Magic Jar. As long as you've got some Tupperware lying around, you could cast Mask on any creature to type of Humanoid and attempt to possess them. This is likely the most fun if you're possessing beasts or creatures that are gigantic and HP friendly, so consider charming the pants off a sleepy Tarrasque and possessing that CR30 frame. I feel insane even suggesting this one, but sneakily touch 2 enemies, using Mask to change creature type to plant or tree, more specifically. This is especially helpful when there is a changing of the guard for a fortified entrance. Once each creature has new type of tree, druids, rangers, or nature domain clerics could cast Tree Stride, dive into guard 1, and out of guard 2 as some sort of weird fleshy portal. Whether those 2 guards stay alive afterward is dependent on your DM. So there you have it. A big old list of uses for Magic Aura in D&D. What other uses have you seen in your games with Magic Aura? Let me know in the comments below. Also, feel free to have more strict versus loose rule arguments in there. Always fun for me to read. Until next time, roll high, stay ridiculous, and thanks for watching.